Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. A low-hit Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Hubbard again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. They run again with Hubbard. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. On the move into the red zone. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
To the air on first down. Young has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Hubbard has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Young on 3rd and goal. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They're going for it. Young. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Josie Jewell making that stop. On third down, Herbert to the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds. They just get the play off. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Herbert from the gun. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Defenders there, it's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He finds Sanders. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Gets this to Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run for it. Hubbard. And they take him down right along the 30. They only needed a couple, and that is what they got. Not the most impressive gain, but a big one as they get the first. Here's Young to throw. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Here's Young. That's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Carolina. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. chooses to bring this one out. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end.
Caught it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers pushing for points. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Young to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. It's no good. An unexpected miss there, Brock, as he puts it left. And they are unable to make this a 2-score game.
That just stings. You got to be automatic from that distance. That is going to be a tough one for that sideline to absorb.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll get it up to the 44. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. 1st and 10, Herbert. He fires one deep down the middle. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he gets this forward to the 19. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Going to the ground again on first. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, and that's their first. It's 2nd and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers tie it just before halftime. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And they'll take the lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Young on 1st and 10. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Chargers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They've got a man in motion. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are stopped on that return, so that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back, gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Josie Jewell making that stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. To the air this time, Herbert. He finds McConkey. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second and 6 coming up here. Going to Harris to start the half. And he runs into some big bodies, and he's stopped right at the line. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
To the air, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Working quickly here. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Putting a receiver in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Up the middle, Hubbard. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Running the toss here to Brooks. And they had that one contained right at the line. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Has it down close. He has the Carolina touchdown. And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up second and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. That's up and through for the point after. And the Panthers push the lead up to 12. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, first and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Trying for the deep ball. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Back to throw, here's Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Herbert, first and 10. This one's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here. Herbert throwing again. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chargers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. This is Legant working the left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Counterplay, Hubbard. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They run again with Hubbard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Setting up to pass. That throw finds Coughlin. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they bring him down around the 34. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. He'll look to throw it. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off Josie Jewell. And the Panthers make the play that should win them this game. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home.
And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.
That's it. Keep it rolling.